to teach people how to treat you.
You have to teach people how to treat you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Very interesting. So, okay, collectors, we got a gang full of tap in with us. Are you okay with your significant other having a work husband or work wife?
Hell no way. I only probably had about like 5 real girlfriends in my life. When I like a girl and you my girlfriend, hell no. Hell no. No work husbands. No, I'm not cool with that. I'm not okay with that. You mine.
Right.
I don't care if you at work.
Right. I'm here for it.
But are you gonna have a work girl?
No, I'm not having no work wife because I don't want my woman to have no work husband. I'm not playing them games.
Okay, all right, no, okay.
We playing. Listen, the collectors play clean over here, Miss B. We play clean over here.
Okay,
our 30 days is done.
Right.
You from the Bronx?
No.
Are you from the Bronx or Brooklyn?
No, I'm from Queens.
Queens.
Okay. Queens nigga, but I'm BK hard.
Okay.
Tap in with us. Tap in. I'm sorry, Allison. Are you okay with your? I know you had something to say too, Queen. My bad. Are you okay? Say with your piece, but then end with, are you okay with your significant other having a work wife?
No, I said what I said earlier, but to answer that question, I do not believe in having my man having a work wife because I'm the only one that's supposed to be feeding him, and I'm the only person that's supposed to be emptying his bowl.
Well, it sucks to be him because if I was working with you, I'd be your fucking work wife, your work husband. Hello? I don't want to hear nothing. Right. I am hugging you and I'm walking you to your car. I'm opening the car. He's picking you up. I'm opening the door for you. Hello?
You gonna have to fight him.
Listen. We're gonna share you, okay? You're our property. We're gonna share you together, him and I. I will be your work husband. I don't want to hear nothing about nothing. This is non-negotiable. Allison, are you with us? Did he walk in? Did the lock turn? Hello?
Oh my God.
Anyway, easy off for Allison. Benoit, tap in with us, Queen. Niani, welcome to the stage. Cast, big cast energy. I see you, Queen. Tap in with us. Are you okay with your significant other having a work wife or work husband? I see you too, D.
Nah, I'm not okay. I am not okay with it.
You're okay, so you're not okay with it. Why?
Nope.
Why? You don't want me buying you lunch? You don't want me taking you on lunch dates? Why?
That's friendship. As far as
not at work.
Listen, people tend to overstep boundaries.
Y'all crazy.
We can't have that. People get too comfortable. Oh, she's being sweet. Oh, he's being sweet, and they take that the wrong way. You don't want to get somebody the wrong impression.
Cass.
Fuck is you talking about?
I'm your work daddy.
Nah, I can't. Can't do it. Not over.
I'm your work daddy. What happened? Hello?
We're only friends. That's it.
I'm coming across the cubicle. I'm climbing through it and I'm massaging feet. I'm trying to give you what you never had at home, Cass. Hello?
Nah, I'm good.
All right, carry on. Benoit, you were saying something. Love you, Cass. Just messing with you, Queen. What up, Benny?
I know, brother, man.
Yeah, of course I wouldn't be okay with it. But I do also have to wake up the fact that, these people hang around in circles where they're amongst the 1% in society, where in those spaces, that's relatively common. And they use their relationships in order to get access into other spaces.
Yeah.
I mean, for all we know, it's possible he never even really liked his wife like that. But she was very accomplished. She had a lot of access to different opportunities, different people, different networks that he probably didn't have access to. He understood the importance of a power couple dynamic and the types of doors that could be opened to him by being connected to her, and recognizing that was a good look for her. So I think that in spaces like that, marriage is more of a political move as opposed to a romantic move. And so I think that that's something that we also have to take into consideration that strong black woman comment was extremely manipulative and disgusting. And I think that he went for what he actually liked and married what he needed. And I'll park it there.
We have way too many people on here not to hit that like button. YouTube, hit that like button. Everybody listening to us on Clubhouse, scroll to the top, hit that link, hit that like button, please, and thank you in advance. Show your social currency. Now back to the script. I love everything you said, Benny, and you waking it up. I ain't gonna hold you. You waking it all the way up. You saying that he married exactly, he's dating, he had the affair with exactly what he liked. And if we're gonna double down on we're gonna double down on you waking it up. The lady that he had the affair with, the first lady that worked with GMA, was, I don't know what her nationality was, but Natasha Singh, I'm gonna say because of the last name, she probably has some Indian in her. Okay? And she looks a little bit, native. So very interesting point of view to bring up. So just to give a little bit of backstory, as of today, GMA, they told both, just mute your mic on Instagram, please. They told Amy Robach and TJ Homewrecker, we're going to run with that, TJ Homewrecker, right? They told them, easy on you at work. Don't come in. TJ Homewrecker, you doing a lot. There's no disciplinary actions being involved, but we don't need you to come in because we had a lot going on already at work. So what I want to do is I want to play one more clip so you guys can see what's actually happening. You get me? Check it out. Live on Broadway podcast.
GMA anchors Amy Robach and TJ Holmes have been taken off the air amid their bombshell affair scandal. ABC News President Kim Godwin announced Monday during an internal call that the pair would not host their daily 1 p.m. show. She said, "After a lot of thought, I am taking Amy and TJ off the air as we figure this out." Godwin told staffers on the call that the alleged affair had become too much of an internal and external distraction. She added that while their affair was not a violation of company policy, the decision to take them out of their anchor chairs was necessary for the GMA brand. Multiple sources told Page Six that the alleged affair had not gone down well, with top GMA anchor Robin Roberts, who is very religious. Roberts had allegedly confronted the pair about their affair, telling them to stop it.
Wow. Y'all know who Robin is, right? That's the black lady with GMA. If y'all know. Tap in with us. Live on Broadway podcast. I want to advance the conversation a little bit. Do you think this relationship between the two will last? Tap in, Live on Broadway podcast. Send a super chat. Send some super chats. Send some color through the chat on YouTube. Send those super chats, please, and thank you. Hit that like button. Tap in with us. Do you think this relationship between the two will last? Tap in. I'm coming to Clubhouse first.
How you feeling? How you lose them?
Say it again, Benny. Tap in with me.
It doesn't look like it. I think that she was trying her best, but when it gets to the point where she has to hire private investigators on her own husband, and he has to sleep with one eye open while he's sleeping with other women, I just don't see it going far, especially with all the negative attention that is drawn to the both of them. It's going to end in divorce, I think.
One time for the one time. I appreciate that, badge collectors. Shout out to my guy, the collectors on Instagram. Appreciate that badge. Send that super chat. Send your super chats through on Instagram, on YouTube, and add some color to that chat. Please and thank you in advance. Super chats. Benny, I'm sorry, Queen. I may have said it the wrong way because I was referring to TJ Holmes and Homewrecker and Amy Robach. do you think this new relationship that they're currently in is going to last? Let me give it back to you, Benny, because I think I might have said it the wrong way the first time.
No, as far as I know, though, is he and the wife breaking up?
Well, they took off their rings. They took off their rings, and they haven't been wearing their rings. So, and that's on both Amy Robach and TJ Homewrecker side.
Well, it probably, in my opinion, it probably won't last. I think that with the Amy woman, it may become too overwhelming. I mean, the fact that their careers are taking a hit, their reputations are taking a hit. The Amy woman, I just get the vibe that at some point she's going to feel too overwhelmed and eventually just part ways. And then you have to also keep in mind, you know, I know we don't want to wake up the race thing, but, you know, she is a white woman in America who has put her reputation on the line to be with a married black man, to have an affair with a married black man. Just the optics of it and the history of this country, it's going to take a hit on her professionally, and in some spaces, I do think she'll be blackballed. I'll park it there.
She said in some spaces, I think she will be blackballed. Avery, welcome to the stage, Avery. Welcome to the stage, Avery. We appreciate you being here. We're having a conversation about TJ Holmes.
Thank you.
Oh man, the pleasure's all ours. We're having a conversation about TJ Homewrecker and Amy Robach, and just the whole. It's just a mess. It's just.
Can I just interject really quick and just say that they are already divorced? Like Amy Robach and Andrew Shue's marriage has already been finalized. They are divorced at this time. And TJ Holmes, his marriage will be over and finalized very soon. So the question really is, when did their relationship and the relationship with their respective spouses, did it crisscross? Did it go over each other? So we're trying to figure out and dissect when the timeline is. When did one end and when did one begin? That's the real question.
Where Reed said TJ will probably be blackballed on Instagram. I think so. So they saying that their affair started somewhere back in March.
Yes.
They saying that affair allegedly started back in March, right? So
yes, during the Queen, when the Queen passed away, I believe. Okay.
So with that being said, okay, thank you for that information because it's definitely needed. I want to throw the ball to Avery because Avery just pulled up. Avery, we're having this conversation, and what's your 2 cents on it? Everybody that's watching us on YouTube, hit that like button, send those super chats, please, and thank you. Add some color to this group chat if you're enjoying the podcast. Tap in with me, Avery.
So honestly, I'm gonna be honest. A lot of times it's basically like a conflict of interest on the job when it's noticeable. Like it would have been different if like he was the executive producer and he worked. Sorry, I had a call. It would have been different if they was working in different departments. If maybe one was working on the field and the other one was the anchor. Like it would have been better if they weren't so close in proximity. But however, I do see it being a problem because most relationships like this only come from like trauma. Like you guys are trauma bonding at work. Let's be for real, and that's how I look at it.
But over what? What's the trauma though? Where do you get the trauma component?
If the two people are going through either a divorce or a separation or currently is not interested.
Say less.
I think it's an easy way. Yeah, I think it's an easy way to just say, hey, we at work. I'm here with you every day. And guess what? It's so much easier to court a woman at work. There's flower opportunities. There's lunch. There's dinner. Like, come on.
Right. Amy said, Kathleen Choice. greetings, Kathleen Troy said, it's being said on other channels, Amy was working at NBC and was having an affair with another, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, with another ankle, Matt Lauder. Remember Matt Lauder from NBC? Fired Amy at that time. Wow, they saying, wow, okay, Kathleen, okay, wake it up, Kathleen. I see you, boo. Okay, so tap in with us. I don't think the relationship is gonna end. I don't think the relationship is gonna last. I think that the relationship stems from a very lustful space. Hello, wake it up. From a very lustful thinking with your lower half. I think that Amy Robach ain't reading the writing on the wall, right? He already had an affair with the Natasha. And the plot thickens with that situation because Natasha, when she was having an affair with TJ Homewrecker, Natasha confided in Amy. Natasha confided in Amy about their affair, and Amy was the confidant for Natasha when that whole. You can't make this shit up.
Man.
You can't make this shit up. So the interesting part to the whole thing, the whole component, is I feel like Amy was sitting back listening to Natasha like, word, oh wow, that's crazy. How's the sex, girl? Oh, the sex is good? Big. Let me get up. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like it got messy. It got messy, and she ended up going to the fruit, and ended up biting the fruit from the poisonous tree. So let's cancel GMA. The fuck? Let's just cancel the whole GMA cast, the staff, what Pac said, the record label, the staff, and everybody else. Let's just cancel all that shit, goddammit, because it's a whole mess. What are they doing over there at GMA, NBC? You know what? Apple, I am telling you, this is not an ad. Let me get closer. Apple, you have a show on your network, Apple Plus TV, called Good America, Good Morning America. This is content gold. For season 4, we need to see all of this play out in our homes, okay? I'm trying to massage my lady's feet while watching this unfold at home. Back to our regularly scheduled program. Collectors, you were saying something. Can somebody tap in? Hello? Because this Sassery is heavy on the Sassery.
Let the queens go first. I'll fall back. Let the ladies speak.
Appreciate the super chat, Sassery. Wake it up! Tap in. Unique New York. Unique New York. It's a lot going on. Please tap in. Hello? Anybody here? Hello?
Yo.
Okay.
All I want to say is it's mad messy, but I want to point something out. You see how quick Good Morning America wrapped that up, right? Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Yes, sir. You know why?
Why?
Because them people don't want that on their brand.
Wake it up.
Now, we make shows, and we pay our role models a little $10,000 a year to go up there and expose all the affairs that's going on in their homes. Good Morning America cleaned that shit up because that's not what they want people thinking of white America. Pay attention to that. We're going to wrap this up right here. You know why? Because we get married. That's for the black people to do. That's for the Spanish people to do. We ain't doing that up there. We do it in the dark. But we will not promote it.
My mouth.
We will not fund it.
They do it, but you ain't going to see it.
And we will not air it. Exactly.
And we will not air it.
How Good Morning America wrap that shit up in a jiffy. You know why? Because that ain't, and that's the things that we got to start homing and holding on to. You see what I'm saying? Not because Martin and Pam had a affair the whole fucking show.
Whoa!
They ain't wrapped that shit up though. And I'm pretty sure
Whoa, he's on fire. Hold on, cool him out. Get him some water. Please, somebody get this guy some water. He's saying that Martin and Gina.
I'm sipping with everybody else. I got my tea too.
He's saying that Mark. Wait, no, quiet, easy on Broadway. I'm about to knock the whole set over. He's saying that they popularized Gina and Martin from Martin's 90s sitcom and popularized the whole situation with Martin and Gina for years. Yet here we go because they was black. But when it came to Martin, when it comes to Amy Robach and TJ Homewrecker.
Now look. They blackballed her. Let that have been a black woman and a black man. You know what they did? They would have offered them a reality TV show to make that our reality. This shit is deeper than rap, man. Watch the business. Watch how the stronger people react to what the weaker people do. Then you know what they care about.
Then you know what they care about.
That's not the look we're gonna have up here. This is Good Morning America.
Yes.
This is gonna remain Good Morning America.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But all that messiness that they doing, they wilding out, and I don't think it's gonna last because I feel like how you said is built off of us being at work and kind of bonded off of what's going on wrong in our lives. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my piece. I'm gonna pass the mic.
I always say this, right? I'm gonna give it to Clubhouse in a moment. But I always say this, right? When you factor in all things, they stand a chance of losing. I always go back to scandal, right? No pun intended that this is a scandal. But I feel like when we're talking about Fitz and Olivia was okay. I say this on this podcast all the time, but I'm gonna say it again. Olivia was okay with dating Fitz when Fitz was married to his wife. The moment that Fitz said, you know, I'm gonna leave my wife and be with you, Olivia, and it's probably about maybe 7 seasons, however many seasons. Majority of the seasons was about Olivia chasing and being with Fitz and relocating somewhere in Vermont until Olivia actually got a chance to be with Fitz because Fitz left his wife. Now when Fitz leave his wife, Olivia can't stand the pressure of actually being with Fitz. Why? Because the way they was introduced to each other wasn't on a amicable, we're both single situation. It was Fitz is in a relationship, Fitz is married. So what I'm saying to you guys in this situation is now you have a situation where one was married, one wasn't married. However, it's just a mess. But what I'm saying is do they stand a chance to be in a successful relationship amidst all of the hoopla? Because now she got a chance to be with him and just him and not hide it and vice versa. I don't see that relationship thriving and being productive. Shout out to Sasseries on the Instagram and the badges. I appreciate you. Wake it up. Tap in with me.
No, I don't think it's gonna last either. I think that he would tap out before she will.
Tell me more.
Because that's his MO.
That's what he does.
That's exactly what he does. He'll stay with her for as long as until he get tired of her and he sees something else and he'll go. It don't look like he have a long attention span when it comes to a female.
Wow.
Excuse me. So I don't foresee it lasting at all.
Wow.
You know how something is good when you're sneaking, and then like you said with Fitz and Olivia, then when you're free to do whatever you want, it ain't as fun no more.
Right. Wake it up.
So yeah. And I think, do you honestly think they're going to keep their job after that?
I think they will.
You do?
I do. I think they're going to keep the job.
Find them somewhere else to work on set?
I don't think they're going to keep it together. I think one person got to go, and it's probably going to come down to seniority. Or they probably just, I don't think they're going to X them off. I don't personally think that. I personally don't see them Xing them off. But what I will say is I think that when we're talking about loyalty and love, I think that going back to what the collector said, I think that it's a very bad situation and the optics of it is very bad. Very bad for what's this guy's name? For TJ Homewrecker and Olivia Robach to be, and then it's the Jungle Fever aspect to it, right? Mm-hmm. But that's a white network. Jesus, I hate to make this race because this is not about race.
At the end of the day, that's what it's gonna boil down to it.
Or is it?
Hey, Broadway. Let me interject real quick.
Tap in with me, Antonio. Thank you for joining.
Yeah. So here's what's gonna happen, right? A boy left a paper trail saying that he gave his wife many opportunities to leave him. So he admitted to Twitter that he cheated on her, and she stuck around.
Sure.
Both of them were separated about the same time. They are going to split them up, but TJ's going to fall on the sword by his own words, saying he gave his wife many opportunities to leave him. By him broadcasting that, ABC, they didn't break any laws per se. It was consensual. They both were separated. But to save face, ABC is going to demote TJ, make him a reporter traveling or something. And Amy, since she had cancer and she was married to a Hollywood person,
yes,
she's going to still keep her job.
But hold on, Avery. Hold on, Antonio, because that's interesting. She left the dude, the Andrew Shaw dude, the actor, and he's still with her while she was going through cancer. I'm very happy you reminded me of that. He left her.
Yeah,
I mean, she
got a new chance at life. So I guess that's why she's like now trying to live for her, but she kind of did him dirty. Yeah.
But check this out. Hold on. The plot thickens. Let me just read this comment on YouTube. Double Scoop, shout out to you. Hit that like button. Everybody hit that like button. Add some super chats, so I'm not reading these comments no more. Double Scoop said ABC get rid of. Well, I guess he probably even got get rid of them after saying they did nothing wrong. They're gonna have a huge lawsuit. So that goes with what I'm saying, where because they did nothing wrong in their contract, they're gonna hire them back or probably bring them back, because if they don't, there's gonna be a huge lawsuit attached to that. You see what I'm saying? But tap in with me, Mercedes. Mercedes, go for it.
So this is the thing. The fine print of it is ABC is a huge corporation. They're just gonna split them up, as you said before. They're gonna make him like a traveling anchor or a person that's not sitting at the same anchor desk that she's sitting next to. That is a constant reminder to her, to their ex-spouses and to the world, like, hey, cheat is no precautions. But I don't think their job should have had anything to do with it, unless in their contract it stated, hey, you can't date your coworkers, this, that.
Yeah.
Their personal life has nothing to do with what happens in the workplace.
Well, there's some contracts. There's some contracts. Welcome, Memphis. Give me a second, King. There's some contracts that state that you can't date certain people. You can't do that, right? As I understand it.
Unless it was in that contract, there's a huge lawsuit that's coming up.
Right, and that's the direction that's the direction that I'm going in, and what Double Scoop said, right? I feel funny calling you Double Scoop. Pause, just respectfully, Double Scoop. That just feel weird. So Double, I'm just gonna call you Double, my guy. Or maybe you're a lady. If you're a lady, I don't feel insensitive saying that. I'm cool with calling you a lady. If you anyway, Memphis, tap in with me. Hello.
Talking about a scandal. So what I'm hearing is the same shit that they did to the Boston coach. You know what I mean? Both of them was cheating, but you know what I mean? They put him on blast and suspended him for a whole year for just doing some shit he was doing. But
that was apples and oranges, though.
Hold on.
Wait. Hold on, Antonio. Give me 1 second. Go ahead, Memphis.
So it's the same joint, because it's simple. It's not apples and oranges, because the simple fact is what he was doing is smashing one of the top executives of Boston. That's why they treated him like that.
Hello.
That's why they treated him like that, because now, how can you hold this man hostage and suspend him without pay for a whole year because he smashed your wife? You know what I mean? But that's what they're going to do to the black guy on this joint. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm going to say to that.
But see, I'm just saying this, and I gotta say, our brothers have to get smarter, because it's like they keep doing this and falling for these Caucasian women's tricks, and they know that these men that they be married to in power, they're going to make it so that you come down because they don't want to be embarrassed. Like, half of these guys are frat brothers, fraternity brothers that works in these corporations and shit. So I just feel like our black men got to stop making it so these white women can put them in these situations. Like we said, she had cancer. They're not going to put her on certain assignments. They'll send his ass overseas for a war, God forbid, if it comes, because he got pretty much demoted. She's not really going to lose shit in this situation.
Hey, Broadway. The reason why I said it's apples and oranges because the Boston coach, like you said, he smashed an executive's wife.
The thing is, I don't think that it's fair to say that they were tricks being put on them. You know, these are grown men. They know what time it is. They know right from wrong. They know that what they were doing was inappropriate.
Exactly.
So, you know, I can't say, you know, these dudes were falling for these white women's tricks like these women put a hex on them. They did what they wanted to do. And they got what they got as a result of that. So I just want to make sure that it's abundantly clear that the men are also held accountable. And I'll just park it there.
That's that these men have to learn, especially these black men. Because, like, I'm going to be honest, they keep looking at the story of what happens of the black man being demoted, losing his position, losing this, and they still keep putting their hand in that same cookie jar. It's like, are you guys not learning from other people's mistakes?
Wait. Hold on 1 second. Mercedes, all I want to say is it's always the niggas with the light eyes, okay? He's not black. Black men don't cheat. Wake it up. Hello?
Yo.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Wait, I'm just saying, it's always the niggas with the light colored eyes. That nigga not black. Hello, my eyes are brown. I'm black for real, okay? I just want to say I don't cheat, okay? All right, easy off for Broadway. Go for it, please. I'm just saying, hello?
But for real, like she said, like, you got to understand.
Oh my God!
When you get these, excuse my language, these white motherfuckers and Memphis.
Listen.
No, listen to me, bro. When you get the white women in these high positions,
yes.
Like, so my thing is, even though the Boston coach slept with the executive, they gonna treat the other black dude just like they treated him because it's a white woman. And like your dude said earlier, in their eyes, it's like, yo, we don't do this, not on camera type shit. You know what I mean? We don't do this on camera.
All right,
like, we need to hide this shit.
All right, so
you know what I mean?
so here's the thing, right? Unique New York. Isn't it possible for people to just consult with one another and fall in love? Does love always have to have a complexion with black people? Can it just be genuine love? Why does it always have? Hold on, easy. On Broadway, one mic on Broadway. Can it just be about love? And they chose each other despite the color and complexion of their skin? Can it just be about them falling for one another and whatever their significant others at said time, whatever they was offering, it didn't offer up enough and they chose one another? Why does it have to be about complexion and skin tone?
So let me answer that.
Devil's advocate. I'm just asking a question.
I'm not talking about the complexion of a woman. I'm talking about the after effect.
Okay.
So yes, they chose what they was doing, but the white communities frowns upon that.
What do you mean the white community frowns upon what?
Let's see what they do to this man. Because the simple fact is, you said both of them stepped out of their situation, right?
Yes.
Just like, I'm going to go back to the coach. Both of them stepped out of their situation. But in actuality, when it comes to, she has a Hollywood husband, he doesn't have a Hollywood wife. They're going to execute him in the form of put him on bum-ass assignments, or fire him.
Or not,
because they're going to figure out some kind of way to say it was.
Hold on. One mic. Go for it, Mercedes. Respond to Memphis.
Memphis, what people have to realize is, like, I'm married to a biracial man, right? And I have to say this. It's like, as a black woman in certain situations, people look at me funny when they see me with a Caucasian man and biracial children versus when they see a black man with a white woman and biracial children.
Yeah.
So it's always going to be how they criticize and look at the black man. And I honestly say that, you know, we as a whole, you can fall in love, be happy and all this shit. But hey, if that's the case, hang us both. Literally, torture us both. But don't give him a harsher punishment than you give me just because I'm a woman and I had cancer. Like, it was her. He probably gave her new life and renewed something in her that she felt like that was no longer there. So we have to look at it like, damn, like, you know, as women, we can say no before men really say no to us. She didn't
fuck out of here. Wait, Mercedes. Wait. I'm sorry, baby. Baby. I be saying no a lot, and I disagree with that. Hello, men, we be saying no a lot. Hello?
I don't believe you. You need more people.
Memphis, mind your business. Memphis, mind your business. What I'm saying is this. Hold on. Let's extend this conversation. Let's further the conversation like we like to do around this time. Live on Broadway podcast. If you haven't done so already, please, everybody hit that like button. Show your social currency. YouTube, we packed up. We outside with it. You hear me? Hit that like button, please, and thank you. Show your social currency by way of simply sending a super chat. If you're enjoying what we doing on Live on Broadway podcast, send a super chat. I appreciate everybody. Like, comment, and subscribe. Here's the question. I know we all heard these figure of speeches, these things that people say as a kid. We hear it, but we don't really know what it means. Then we get older. We start understanding the definition behind words. So my question to you is a simple one, Giants. YouTube viewership. Is the saying once a cheater, always a cheater, is that applicable in this moment?
Oh, Lord.
In this
moment? Talk about it. Wake it up. Live on Broadway podcast. Is once a cheater, always a cheater applicable in this moment? Does that mean there's no hope for him?
Listen,
there's always
hope. Like,
wait, Mercedes. Hold on, Mercedes. Mercedes, what are you drinking tonight, Mercedes? Because I'm trying to call you out. Hello? No. Give me 1 second, Mercedes. Let me throw it to Instagram. Tap in with me, Instagram. Alexis, you've been a silent assassin, beautiful. Tap in with me. Princess, okay? I don't want no smoke. 0 amount. Okay? Princess, how do you feel? Is once a cheater, always a cheater a real thing?
I think to a certain extent, but if we're talking about this particular situation, I'm going to say yes. But it's a little tricky because I'm just a firm believer. Men are just opportunists, so I think they're just as faithful as the amount of options they have. I know you're going to get upset. I know we had this conversation.
Wake that up.
But I really do think so. Men are as faithful as the amount of options they have. And also with some discipline that goes into that as well. But overall, I think the more options that men have, it's a little bit harder for them to control themselves because y'all are opportunists, no offense.
Hey, this is the opportunities we have.
Brenda, Letitia, Linda, Felicia.
No.
Good.
Wake it up! Linda, Felicia, Dawn, Letitia, okay? Miss V, you hear me?
And Delicia.
Okay, wake it up. Miss V.
I met her at the ice cream parlor.
Okay, Miss V, tap in with me, Quinn. Is that applicable?
In this situation, no. I think that's just who he is. I think that he may be a sex addict. I don't know. I just don't think that he can be faithful. But is there hope? There's always hope. A man is talking until he finds the right person, right?
Say that.
Yeah. A man of change.
I don't know. Can I chime in? Because I know I feel like a lot of men do find the right person, but that doesn't stop them. That doesn't stop them because I know that.
Nah. Respectfully, wait, hold on, Memphis. Memphis, hold on. No disrespect, Princess. That just means you wasn't the right person.
No, not talking about me. Just saying in general. Like, I know a lot of men, I'm so in love with this person, but they still go out and do God knows what, because a lot of the times they'll even say, well, I didn't think I would get caught. Or they just, like I said, it's opportunists. I'm not talking in my own experience, though.
No. We're on the back end of it. So let's unpack this, right? Appreciate you, Cassius, for the super chat. I appreciate you, Cassius, for the badges as well. Thank you in advance. So here's the thing with that, right? If we're gonna be honest with one another, and you said what you said, Queen, Alexis, you said that man is only as faithful as his options.
I think a lot of times, yes. Not every man, of course, but yeah.
I think that sometimes we hold ourselves in a higher regard than we should, right? And also to dovetail with that, I feel like more often, a lot of times women, and I don't know, I don't take it with a grain of salt, right? Not all women, but some women, right? Mm-hmm. If that feels better. I think that some women like to think highly more of themselves than the particular man that they're seeing them. See them as. Mm-hmm. So there becomes all these sayings, all these things that's put out there that's designed and created by women, right? And it's almost like, damn, I'm not gonna say there's zero amount of truth there, but we need some humbling. And I don't think that every woman is for every man, but every woman is designed and created. Memphis, mute your mic, beloved. Just mute your mic while I speak, because I hear everything. Thank you, King. I believe that women walk around, I'm not saying that women should walk around not confident. Women, you guys should walk around confident, right? But understand that just because a man, or you've had a certain experience with a certain type of man, that means that not every woman is the sugar honey iced tea. Some women are just fillers. Some men too, we be fillers, right? But I think the only difference is men, we're raised to understand that our worth is by way of what we can provide, not how we look. I see a lot of beautiful, amazingly attractive women walking around with some questionable men on the aesthetic side to it, right? But men, we're raised to believe that as long as I can protect and provide, then my job is done. But women, you guys are raised to believe what?
Let me hold on. Let me ask you this.
Here we
go.
Let
me ask this. Can one person be,
here we go.
Can one person be your everything? Like, can you get everything from one person? Can that one person be your everything?
That's a twofer. That's a twofer. Yes. But it is possible to fall in love with two women or two men at the same time if you're giving them attention, right? Mm-hmm. You're gonna fall in love, and your passion is gonna heighten, your senses is gonna be heightened if you give one person, if you're giving multiple people extra energy, extra attention. So I do believe that, yes, one person can be your all, one person. But if you want to give others your energy, it's possible, because I'm just trying to debunk the question of it's not possible to love more than one woman or more than one man at a time, because it's fully possible. We got to move away from that. It's fully possible to love more than one man and more than one woman at a time, Miss V.
Because you're getting something from that other person that you're not particularly getting from this person, from A. So
say that.
One person can be your everything. They can if you're willing to be okay with not feeling that other piece of you that you're desiring to have.
Yes.
You feel me? So if you're okay with that, then that one person can be your everything. But if you're not willing to, because we meet people every day. Men see women and just lust. Women see men and just lust, right?
Yeah.
So what if you meet a person and you all vibing? I mean, it's just crazy. The connection is just crazy.
Sure.
Do you just let that sit there, or do you explore what's in that moment? Because you only live once.
But see, interesting. Let's talk about it. I think that comes in with loyalty, character, and morals.
So can I say something?
Because I got you, Memphis, right after me, beloved. I think that when you're loyal, you're not gonna give. So what? So what? I wasn't my best self today. Let's wake it up. So what? Broadway wasn't his best self today. I've been my best self way more than I've been my least self less. You get what I'm saying? So I think that we need to understand and realize when we're dating our significant others, have they been their unique New York? Have they been their best self more than they've been their least self? And when you do the math, you carry the 1, divide the 2, and multiply the 3, you get your answer. And that answer isn't for this podcast. That answer is for you to go home with, get on the Metro North system, the MARTA system, and do whatever it is you need to do. But tap in with me. We'll go Memphis, and then we'll go back up, or Miss V, because I'm responding directly to you, Queen. We'll go to Miss V and then back down to Memphis.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Ms. V.
So I believe that I believe in loyalty, right?
Yes.
But then on the other token, when you're in a relationship, is that you got to know if that other person has the same quality of loyalty that you have. My loyalty may not be what you consider loyalty, or your loyalty may not be what I consider loyalty, right?
Sure.
So, in essence, if I feel like I'm doing everything and I'm loyal to you, but then if I see somebody else that I'm vibing with, and in that moment,
yeah,
we're just gonna ride this one out because we only live once in that moment. Am I wrong? Because see, you only live once.
No. We gotta stop. No. We have to stop saying we only live once.
Okay.
We have to stop saying that because we live every day.
You okay? All right, go ahead. I feel you on that. Words is powerful. I feel you.
We live every single day, and every day is a chance to what? Get right the wrong that we got wrong yesterday.
Exactly.
So when we get things, when we living and we moving through these spaces, and yes, shit. In my personal relationship, I don't got some things wrong. You get what I'm saying? It's not always fairy tales and pixie dust, right? But my woman loves me past my travesties, love me past my moments of, and this is where the real value lies. Find you someone that's able to love you past the moments of your imperfections. Because she done fucked up a few times too. Wake it up.
So
hello, hold on, King. I'm in my bag, but I love her past her moments of imperfections. I see her value. She's way more valuable to me on a consistent basis, opposed these random emotional one-offs, right?
Right.
And that's where we need to value and see the true value of our significant others. Because rest assured, if TJ Homewrecker saw the value that his significant other, what's her name? What's his wife's name? Somebody help me, please. Marilee, whatever his fight big, whatever her name is.
Marlene.
Thank you, Allison. If he saw her greatness past that moment and didn't become tainted or what's that word when you get tired of something? What's that word when you get tired of something? When you get tired of things?
Fed up.
Not fed up. It escapes me. If he didn't become jaded, by his wife or take advantage or feel, if he didn't take advantage of his wife or feel like entitled, and a sense of entitlement, he wouldn't be with Amy Robach. But easier for Broadway, Memphis, please, King.
So I'm gonna just say it like this, bro. I am being honest. I've been in all type of relationships.
Whenever the nigga say he about to be honest, he about to cap. Oh man,
you know it ain't no cap. You know it ain't no. You know it ain't no cap. I've been in all type of relationships. I've been in all type of relationships. I've been poly. I've been open. I've been, you know what I mean, an open marriage, poly marriage, polyamorous. But to let you know there is one person for one person. You can have that. Like, I found that now to where I do not lust for anybody but her.
Oh, awesome.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's crazy that I found that. I never thought I was going to find that. Talking to my brother right there, I thought I was going to be a whore for the rest of my life. Like,
Listen.
real talk. And he know it. He's seen some of my whore tendencies. So, you know what I mean? We've been on the road together. And I've been...
Don't group me up in that. We've been on the road together. I ain't got no smoke. I'm a changed man. Look at the range, man. I got a whole new game plan. Don't put me in that, please. No, timeout flag on the play.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying I'm walking up to
Be very clear. Not saying me.
I'm walking
Babe,
up
if
to
you're
my
watching or if you're catching this on a replay, Memphis, the real Memphis, is not including me in his shenanigans.
I'm not. I am not. But
you see this halo around my head, goddamn it.
and I told her everything. Like, I told her my good, bad, and my indifferent. And she loves on me like I love on people, and I love on her back like that. So I'm out of the market. I'm done.
Thing.
I'm first off, let me hit a round of applause for a good one being off of the market. You know what I'm saying? like this is amazing. I'm happy to hear it. Respectfully, Memphis, let's do one better. Final thoughts. Let's step into final thoughts. I appreciate everybody pulling up with us here tonight. Final thoughts. Y'all know what I like to do around this part. I like to go by one. I'm gonna throw it to Instagram, Clubhouse first. I'm gonna throw it to Clubhouse first and get their final thoughts on some of the commentary, on some of the thoughts that were shared tonight. Because respectfully, we like to hold people accountable. A lot of times on Live on Broadway podcast, the point of views that start off, how it starts off isn't always how it ends. Sometimes I start off going way left. And I mean way in the water left. You get me? And then at the end of the podcast, I listen to what you guys be saying and I learn something. And I'm not ever too tough or too macho to walk back some of the things I say. You get me? So with that in mind, I want you guys to keep that in mind when we enter final thoughts. Final thoughts, Live on Broadway podcast. Tap in with us. Instagram, Clubhouse, I give it to you guys first. Please tap in and let me know how you guys feel. Allison, one mic on you, Queen.
Thanks, Rory. There was a lot that was said this evening.
Yes.
But what we have to understand and what we have to recognize is that there's a level of respect that needs to be acknowledged, and it starts with the wife. It starts with TJ. It starts with Amy. A person can only treat you the way how you allow them to. And sometimes you have to take a step back and realize, what is it that I'm doing to cause this type of trauma to me? And sometimes it's not blaming at all. It's just that you're too good of a person. I believe that there is a right person in a wrong time. Nothing lasts forever in this sense, which is why there are obviously divorces.
Wow.
And sometimes it's a lesson. Every relationship is a lesson. So I don't see that it's a loss. She's going to come out of this better. And, I really hope that this situation blows over, which I'm sure it will, because people have the attention span of goldfish. So next week is going to be somebody else. But, I really hope that they take stock of who they are as individuals and that it all works out for them.
Oh, man, thank you for that. Thank you for that, Allison. Queen Allison. Allison be behind the scenes making sure Broadway is straight. I appreciate you, Allie. She's my silent assassin. D, one time for the one-time king. Final thoughts, how you feel?
She already answered all the questions. You ain't got to still smooth. Like, just let it go. I've been waiting here for a minute. So, this ain't fame, and everybody is not going to live forever, and some things always do find a way to fall apart. But I just don't understand, like, if somebody's been married for, 20 years of their life, and it gets to the point where, they change, they outgrow, they move on, regardless of where people work at, you catch the vibe. I don't know the whole story to who what first, or who found out, or if he straight up just told her, you know what, I'm good over here. I'm gonna keep it moving. However, like y'all just both of y'all just agreed that nothing lasts forever, and things do end. Like whether good things happen to good people, bad things happen to bad people, or sometimes people just grow apart. So, they both got good careers, and they getting bread, so they'll be able to find somebody. A lot of people out here looking for somebody. They'll be all right.
I appreciate that, D. I appreciate that, Holmes. I'm going to start from my top right. One time for the one-time Miss V. Thank you so much, beautiful, for being here and joining us tonight. It's always a pleasure. I love your sweater. Love life. You're outside. You're working. You're doing some amazing things. I'm blessed by your presence. Tap in with me. Leave your final thoughts, Queen. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me on your platform. I do appreciate you. The show tonight was amazing and was awesome. And my final thoughts is simple. You have to teach people how to treat you, period.
Wow. Say that with your chest. You have to teach people how to treat you. I see no lie. I see no lie. Ladies first, of course. Alexis, you sat there and you was I ain't gonna lie, Alexis. When Collectors came up here and he said what he said, I'm like, shit, goddamn, how this gonna go? But that's what I love about this platform, and what I love about standing in front of you guys and standing in front of the hard shit. We hold each other accountable about the things that we say. So if there's ever anything that we say, myself, Collectors, anybody say something, we question it. We ain't just gonna roll with anything. You know what I mean? So I like that, Collectors. I like that you challenged her. I like that she came back and said what she said. So Alexis, final thoughts on you, Queen. To other things, is there anything that you what's your final thoughts as a collective? No pun intended.
Right, making on my nerves. I'm gonna say overall, let's try not to mistake accountability for justifying actions, and try not to always judge people for staying in a situation, because ultimately we don't know their reasoning. And lastly, I agree with Ms. V. I wanted to say that during the show about you have to teach people how to treat you, because a lot of times women say, like, I'm not going to teach a man how to treat me like a grown man had to teach me, right? But I think in general we do have to, because we're dealing with people who may be thinking that they're treating us good according to another woman's standards, So you do have to teach somebody what you like and how to be your significant other. So that's all. Keep it short and simple.
Wow. She said she agrees with Miss V. You got to teach people how to treat you. She also said that she said something you said something in the beginning. You said
I said let's try not to mistake an accountability for justifying actions.
Wow.
Unacceptable. Yeah.
Let's try not to mistake accountability for justifying actions. I'm here for it. Thank you for that, Queen. Thank you. I appreciate that. Big Alexis energy, and I can't tell you how many times my device went off over there because the names Alexis and us and two different things. Tap in with me, Collectors. One time, beloved. Thank you. Listen, my guy owns a clothing company. He's the man with 8 arms. I'm really not. He's him for real. And I'm joined, and he's always pulling up. And I appreciate you, King, for being here with us tonight. I know you got new designs coming out, and seasons ahead. So I appreciate you being here, King. Final thoughts on you, beloved.
Appreciate being here. You know, I like to come in here, all the different POVs, because it be dope POVs from really from our people. And we rolling together tonight. I'm agreeing with everything they both saying. We both on the same page. Like, and I just wanted to point out that one thing, because like you said, I'm a businessman, so I look at things from a business point of view. You see what I'm saying? Like, they gonna pack them up for what they did on that platform. But if we do that, they want to give us a show for $10,000 a year on VH1 promoting madness. That when all our people and our little kids is looking at this, these little girls is looking at this, these little boys is looking at this, they thinking that's a healthy situation. Now, if you're looking at Good Morning America and you a little kid, you're like, oh, I ain't doing that shit. I ain't work. You know what I mean? I ain't doing that shit at work.
Right. These are the ramifications of doing that.
You know, so I'm rolling with them, man. I'm rolling with them.
Oh man. One mic.
Like she said, that one thing, justifications. Like she said, you can't justify, something being wrong, for whatever reason. I totally agree.
That was
with that.
powerful. Yeah, she said that.
Totally that.
One mic on Broadway. Final thoughts on Broadway. So here's how I see it. Right. I think that I don't think the relationship is gonna last post whole scandal. I don't think it's gonna last. I think somehow, some way they're gonna remain and keep their same jobs. I think that we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful of instant gratifications, because instant gratifications are just that. It's instant, it's fast, it's right now. And most often, things that come fast go fast. Don't last, right? So we got to be mindful of these things, right? And with that said, I think that final thoughts on Broadway. I think that men and women, men and women through my constant daily living society, I think that men and women are held to different standards, right? This is why I loved what the collectors came in waking up. Right? He said and led with his honesty, and he taught her how to love him, and she taught him how to love her. She made some things okay. She made some things okay. And perhaps whatever the case may be, I'm not there on a day-to-day. None of us are. But I think that we got to be mindful of how we teach people how to love us, because it's a slippery slope. Some things aren't okay. But we got to be mindful of the things that we say and the things that we do, because on the other end of that, there's someone that's receiving that. I think men are held to a different standard where we are the leaders, we are protectors, and we are providers. Let me be clear in saying this. This is not what you call that, caping for men. Or pandering. But let me say this, because this is very important. Throughout this whole podcast, this may be the most important thing that I'm about to say. As men, we are the leaders. The women, traditionally, they follow our lead. We don't follow theirs. So we need more stand-up men that's willing to rise to the occasion and lead by example. If you aren't willing to lead by example and do the honorable things like my guy Memphis, the real Memphis and collectors and other men that joined this platform tonight has stayed and stated, then just move out the way, fam, and say on your resume, just say you identify as being other, because you ain't one of us. You other. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of stand tall men that's willing to die behind being loyal and being just and being leaders and being providers and being protectors for their significant others. Move the fuck out the way, because we got a job to do here, and only the real can relate. You get what I'm saying? So TJ Homewrecker, if you was wondering why I called him a homewrecker, is because he set that tone. He set that. Not her. She's following his lead. Whatever dust he was kicking up, she was picking up. And he sets that tone. We as men, we got to hold ourselves accountable and understand that our job is a little bit more difficult than what women's job is. No disrespect, ladies. I don't want no smoke. But what I'm saying is our job is to protect, provide, and if you're in a traditional relationship, because I'm only speaking to those that's in that, we got to hold ourselves accountable and understand that they're following our lead. So if there's any chink in the armor, unfortunately, it begins with us. It begins with us. Live on Broadway podcast. I have to use the bathroom very badly, so I must bid you all adieu. You get what I'm saying? Live on Broadway podcast. I appreciate you, Miss V. I appreciate my God, the collectors. And last but not least, I appreciate the princess, okay? Alexis, I appreciate you, Queen. Live on Broadway podcast. You know what we do around here. It's cheaper to be yourself. Be giant. Boo!
Click!
Do you have relationship questions you need answered?
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
That Live on Broadway podcast. Have music, products, or an ad you want us to run? Email us at liveonbroadwaypodcast. Be sure to tap in. Mondays, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Live on IM_Broadway's Instagram. Clear.